residents were in for a treat. Besides getting to enjoy an evening of entertainment put up by various performers, the potential MPs also took to the stage to sing at this community variety show. It was an unusual campaigning effort by the PAP candidates for the Chua Chu Kang GRC, who were using this alternative stage to sing their way into voters' hearts.
We are very happy to have you here to share with us in this joyous event. We look forward to continuing working with you to build an active community and a better home for all of us.
First-time candidate and former choir boy Alex Yam easily impressed the crowd with his solo rendition of a Mandarin classic by the late Teresa Tang. And he feels that this unique style of campaigning has really helped him reach out to residents.
I found that it's been a way for me to connect to residents and they've been very receptive to that. And then that has broken down barriers and allowed me to really speak to them after every performance, to really go into the crowd and then to speak to them and get to know them a little bit better. So it's been very helpful.
Together with Mr. Yam at the event were Manpower Minister Gan Kim Yong, Zaki Mohamad, Alvin Yeo, Low Yen Ling, and retiring MP and ex-minister Yeo Cho Tong. If elected, Mr. Yam will serve as an MP for the UT ward in the Chua Chu Kang GRC. We know that you have served in the grassroots in Buona Vista for 10 years before you helped out at UT. So did you find it quite a pity that you were not fielded in the Holland Bukit Timah team?
I would say that anywhere in Singapore, grassroots work remains the same. So I've served in Buona Vista, I've served in UT for about a year, I served for about 2 months in Jurong as well. So I would say that whether or not I'm fielded here or I'm fielded anywhere else, I would feel quite at home, and I would make as big an effort as possible to really get to know the residents the best I can.
During MM Lee's recent visit to Radin Mas, he gave a press conference and he referred to young voters as a footloose generation. So Alex, we know that you are 29, going on 30, very young. And as the head of Young NTUC and with your grassroots experiences, I'm sure you have met with many, many young people. So do you share the same observation as well?
Well, I would first say that if we looked at the last few elections, we've always been calling it watersheds. The last round we had one of the earliest indicators of very large number of youth voters, and we talked about things like apathy, we talked about things like people who are not interested. But in the last two elections, and especially at this election, we found that youths are interested. Whether or not they agree with the People's Actions Party policies, or whether they agree with some of the things that we put in place, I think it is important to realize that we're seeing a change in society. We're seeing that youths are taking an active interest. And that's good. That's good for society. It's a development. And hopefully, through younger candidates on both sides of the spectrum, we can engage more people to come on board, to share their ideas, to make Singapore better.
In the next clip, Manpower Minister Gan Kim Yong gave an assessment of his team members. He also gave his perspective on the concern raised by the National Solidarity Party that Singaporeans' wage growth and quality of life have not kept up with the country's GDP growth. Find out more.